And we're back. Hi. So you may have noticed we haven't posted in a little bit, and part of that is because we had a really rough weekend. Part of homesteading is that you have good and bad. And unfortunately this weekend was a rough weekend. So we unfortunately lost Sugar, the little baby.
Yeah, the white one.
The white one, on Friday. And we kind of expected that that can be a problem. One of the things that happens is sometimes when the babies are weaning, when they hit about 4 weeks or so, 3-4 weeks, they start eating pellets just like the mom, but they're still getting the milk from the mom. And when that transition happens, they get, weaning enteritis or something like that?
I think so.
And so they can get diarrhea from that, and they can go downhill really fast. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, Sugar she got that. It went really quickly. There was not really much we could do. Mm-hmm. That we kind of expected. What we didn't expect is that Friday, Pumpkin also got sick. The hard thing on that was we didn't know why she was sick. Sometimes rabbits can get stressed, and they can get to where they don't want to eat. They get diarrhea. And you almost have to be like a detective trying to find out what's wrong. Ultimately, we contacted a friend who has a little bit of experience. We tried what she said, and I think it was a good idea. We were feeding her by a syringe, trying to keep her going, and it just wasn't enough. And on Sunday morning, she passed away in Nataya's arms. And that was really hard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that left us with not only a hole in our heart with losing Pumpkin, but we had
6 babies to take care of.
6 babies that were only 4 weeks old that still need milk, that we had to quickly figure out what to do.
And because Pumpkin was sick, we didn't know when the last time they nursed was.
We did witness Saturday morning, and she was such a good mama, guys.
She was.
One of the things I want to tell you is, as much as she went through her terrible teen stage, and she annoyed us, and she was sassy, and she would nibble on you and tell you how she felt. She was not shy. She would tell you how she felt. Yes. But one of the things that she was really good at is she nursed her baby. She had 2 litters.
She died on Sunday, but Saturday morning even, she was letting them nurse and trying to feed them and make sure they were okay.
So we knew, I actually have a video, although
it is a little messy.
It is a little messy. She was going downhill, so she wasn't cleaning the babies quite as well. So I will insert it here in a minute. Excuse the messiness of the babies. We were aware of it, but it was so sweet that she went in there and she stood very well for the babies to nurse, and you could see their little feet kicking and squirming. They were so excited, and I think that might have also why, she gave it her all. I think that's partially why she went downhill very quickly. So what do we do in this instance?
It helps to have friends with goats.
So what we did is we started looking up what we could find. And we found a sad lack of information on what to do
at 4 weeks old.
At 4 weeks. There's information at what to do
at 1 week.
At 1 week,
3 weeks.
Well, not even 3 weeks. There wasn't much for 3 weeks.
I saw a few things on 3 weeks.
Oh, was there? Okay.
But you have to dig.
So there wasn't a whole lot to do when you hit a point where they're 4 weeks old. They're starting to do this transition.
Yeah.
And the fact that we didn't know how much nursing they had Friday, Saturday, and then obviously they didn't get anything on Sunday, we had to make a decision. And this is one of the things that I want to portray to everyone as well, is that this is homesteading.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's no good answer out there. You just have to pray that God gives you the wisdom that you can make the right decision. And sometimes it's going to be the wrong decision, and you've got to forgive yourself for that. So Natalia and I found ourselves in a scenario where we quickly scrambled. Well, thankfully, we have friends with goats. We read that raw goat's milk, not homogenized, not pasteurized, not anything messed with it,
Nothing.
raw, straight from the goat
Yeah.
milk was what we needed for these babies. They cannot do cow. Anything cow apparently upsets their stomach and can give them diarrhea. And we already have had issues since we lost Sugar due to diarrhea. We did not want to imbalance their little tummies. So Aussie Keeley is a farm near us, and she very, very sweetly, she actually came home from church
Yeah.
and gave us some milk, and we were able to bring that back and start feeding these hungry babies. And they were a little uncertain what to do
At
in the
first,
beginning
yeah.
with the bottle.
But-
And then, what are some of the adventures with the bottle that we've discovered?
So, we've discovered that different rabbits eat very differently.
Yes.
So, like, it's like a spectrum. I'm gonna call it the bunny eating spectrum. So on one end, over here, you have the dainties,
Like
which
sage
is like sage and pepper.
and moon?
No.
No, not moon.
No,
Okay.
No. Like sage and pepper on this end, they're very dainty with it. They rarely bite it. They just kind of like lick it off the like bottle. And then you have the middle grounds where they kind of like, if they want more, they'll try and get a little more off it, but they won't. They're not too bad with it. That's like Moon and Ginger. Then over here,
Hey,
You
guess
have-
what? Chunk the Hunk and well,
uh,
Chunk the Hunk is now
Spice
Spice.
Yes.
So you have Spice
and Vanilla.
and Vanilla.
And he's my little vanilla wafer. But he has this tendency of biting the entire like silicone nipple off the bottle.
Yeah, and that's not good because you don't want them to
'Cause-
swallow that.
Yeah.
That's not
You
safe.
can't
That's not
digest
healthy.
that. So we've swapped to a syringe. That way, if he bites it, he's just getting little cuts in it, and he's not actually gonna eat it. Do we have any of the nipples? Because I can show them.
I don't know. We
Literally-
might. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So see.
Give the camera a second to.
Yeah.
Do you see what these little babies did?
It's supposed to be right about there.
Yeah.
They cut down all of it.
Yes, they kept biting it.
I'll try and get a little closer.
Now
Yep,
we feel
I think
bad
that's
for
good.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, you feel bad for
I feel
Pumpkin
bad
when
for-
she was
yeah,
there.
when she was nursing.
So, before we cut to now, where we're going to show you some scenes of the babies nursing, you'll see some of the babies on the bottle. You'll see some of them with a syringe. You'll see some of them hopping up on Natalia, trying to steal milk from a brother or sister. But we wanted to explain what's going on and share
Yeah.
with you guys.
Also,
and
we've been posting regularly.
yeah, we
stuff.
just We
It's
had to-
very hectic.
we had to personally deal with it too.
Yeah, not only that, but as much as we love putting out our adventures and sharing our knowledge, we need to care about the well-being of our animals before
Yep.
social media. So
And for Sunday and
and
Monday,
for our well-being as
we
well.
were feeding them pretty much every hour,
Yeah.
and then we were able to span out to every other hour as they stopped. In the beginning, they were taking a lot. They would nurse, and then an hour later, they were again hungry very much, clawing at the bottle, very excited. And then we noticed, after 2
Slowly,
hours, they weren't quite
they were-
ready, and then
yeah.
3 hours, they were doing better.
And we were slowly able to span it out until morning, which it varies when we feed them. Sometimes it's usually around 7 to 9 when we feed them in the morning.
7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah. And then nighttime, or we do it at noon as well. It's like noon to
lunchtime.
2-ish. And then nighttime, I just do it before bed. But the thing is, you can't really estimate how long they will take to eat.
Yeah.
Like last night, they kept me up until midnight because I didn't start feeding them until 10. And they ate for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
And then I had to like wash everything. I had to clean everything up, and so I was up until like midnight last night. So I was very tired this morning.
And of course, in the wild, or
Yeah.
even if Pumpkin was still here, she would only nurse them morning and night.
If they were lucky.
Maybe at lunchtime.
Very rarely.
Some of them do, but most of the time, rabbits only nurse twice a day.
Yeah.
So they should be used to that. But goat's milk does not have, what do we find out, the protein
level.
that rabbit milk does. Apparently, rabbit milk is very high in protein.
It's got. Don't quote me on this.
Yeah, we'd have to look
Yes,
it up. I don't remember. It was a lot, though.
It was like 18 to 24%.
Something like that. It had a lot.
Don't quote us.
We'll have to look.
And
A little
goat's milk
sleep deprived.
has,
Goat's milk was low. I think it had like 4%.
again,
Which is still really good for baby goats, not for baby rabbits. So, enough of the talking.
Yes.
We know what you guys want to see. You guys want to
Babies.
see the fun stuff. So this is where we're going to cut to baby
Babies.
nursing time.
all over you.
All right, now we're going to show you guys the process of what we do to feed them. So right now you see Natalia got a syringe, and who do you have there, Dino?
I think it's vanilla. Sorry. Let me check. Can you see his ear?
That's
Or
spice.
ears?
Yellow.
Yeah, that's vanilla.
Okay, so vanilla.
And Moon here, sorry.
And Moon's trying to get all the attention.
Yes.
I'm hungry. Let me have a turn.
Oh my gosh.
Careful.
Are you okay, buddy? They do that sometimes.
If
Yeah, they jump.
If you
Um,
are new, this one's Sage,
And you're
and
not showing it.
it doesn't-
You're just like picking up rabbits that they can't see.
All right, it's okay. So what we're doing is we are feeding them, and this is raw goat's milk. Natalia heated it to 90 degrees. We were reading that that is a really good temperature for them because it feels more like mom.
Yeah, it feels more like milk mom would produce.
Yeah. Now, you cannot do over 100 because that will destroy all the good enzymes that we want for it to be raw. And as you can see, they are very, very, very active.
And
You
almost
about jumped in the
tipping
milk.
over the milk bowl.
and they're
Yeah, I'm gonna hold the
all
milk bowl.
they all know that when it's feeding time, they will go on to time.
Yeah, it's just routine. I put the basket down, I pick one lucky soul to be first, and then they all crawl on my lap.
And then-
As you can see, they're all trying to get some, and they will all.
Spice.
Oh no.
Oh. He's just trying to help. It's
I
okay.
want to go get him.
Let me go get the baby.
The baby's running away.
So, Sage is very adventurous, and she likes to run a lot, a little too much for her own good.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah, of course. But
Come here, baby. I can't move our squash babies.
I just,
The springs are on you, aren't they? Look at your little legs being springs.
she's
Be
got
gentle.
those springs to take her off the ground to make her stretch. Watch the milk.
What the milk? They're like, I want to feed myself. Hey, do you want to get milk?
Will she reach in there and lick it?
She seems a little too springy
Sage.
to care, so I would rather wait.
It's really deep. I don't think she.
Mom, if you keep putting your hand up when he licks his, you keep
Oh
putting
my
his
gosh, Sage. Isn't he?
Mom, look at Pepper. They just like, I'm so hungry. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
Watch Moon.
Moon, I will not.
Good morning. You're gonna. He was drinking a lot of milk. We're gonna start at like over. So aggressive.
Oh my goodness, look at them. Oh, of course. I turn on the video camera and they stop.
Sage, do you want milk?
Can you not eat the entire nipple? Oh, Moon's joining in on the fun. Okay, I can feel you eating the nipple off. Like, stop.
There's like 5 rabbits.
It's okay if Ginger
Look at
eats
him.
some, though. Oh, no, this is Vanilla. Vanilla's a hog.
Sharing.
Vanilla's a hog. And look at
Sharing.
Moon's like, wait, there's more food? I changed your
Sharing
mind.
2.0.
And Sage is like cuddles.
Aw, Sage just wants to snuggle.
Sharing 2.0.
Ate like 2 beforehand, or 3.
Maybe
This-
four more. Oh my
this-
gosh.
It's
Oh.
vanilla.
Oh.
Okay, now she's covered in rabbits, but vanilla ate like 7 cc's of
And
milk.
Pepsi is licking me.
She's wicking.
And spice is all over me. And vanilla is all over me. Pepsi is giving me kisses. And then vanilla always needs more food. Even though I
Do it
have
again. Do it again. There we go. It's like she has springs on her legs. She just can't help it. Like, I gotta go. I gotta run.
Rabbit legs are actually like built like springs. Are you hungry now?
Just knocking over poor Moon.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drip it on you. Oh, thank you for flinging that on me.
She is so wound up this morning.
Alright guys, I need to feed Sage Mage. Oh, big zooms.
What's in that milk you guys are giving them?
G Fuel.
It's a bouncy formula. Make them bounce.
Boink. It's a bounce.